welcome all of you once again. It's Backpack on. Still, we're moving around Egypt. Sometimes we move outside Cairo to bring you more about the important sites located on the Red Sea. Some other times we travel to the historical sites to Upper Egypt. And sometimes we find out together more about Cairo. In Cairo, you have many different places to visit, whether we are talking about modern Egypt or ancient Egypt or historical sites. Sometimes you have some places to visit, like, for example, the palaces, that each palace can tell you more about the era it belongs to. In addition, of course, to the religious sites, like, for example, mosques, churches, and many other important places. Let's find out more about Cairo and more about the beautiful sites located in Cairo.
Islamic monuments have a very special style of their own. A very strong sense of history pervades them and fills visitors with such feelings. One of these monuments is Wikalat al-Ghuri. The moment you stop onto the old stone steps leading into the courtyard, you will get the feeling of softly gliding back into history. A host of finely made wooden mashrabiyas overlooking the courtyard, as well as the facade of the building, remarkably come into view, almost confiding the 500 years history of this architectural masterpiece. The Memluk-style building is cosily situated amidst the historical district of Al-Azhar, downtown Cairo, which is remarkably rich with Fatimid and Memluk monuments. How interesting it is to visit such places that take you to an era that one did not witness, but we feel it around us in these buildings and the remains of these historical places. Wikalat al-Ghuri was built in 1504 AD by Sultan Qunsuwa al-Ghuri. Late during the reign of Mamluks, Wikalat al-Ghuri was originally designed as an inn for accommodating traders coming from all parts of the globe, as well as a marketplace for trading goods and a venue for making trade deals. Before the discovery of the route of Good Hope, Egypt had been the hub of overland trade caravans from east and west. The external stone facade is impressive with its uniformity of windows, There are some few small windows on the first floor, but the upper stories of the building have 3 rows of groupings of 3 windows of varying design. The last row is covered by mashrabiyya panels, each panel being 3 windows wide. The entrance to the courtyard is via a great door mounted in a trilobate arch. Inside, the building is very regular, with the exception of the first floor, which has wide arcades intersected by a gallery. The building is made up of 4 floors, each comprising 28 rooms with domed ceilings, overlooking a rectangular shaped courtyard with a mosaic fountain in the middle. As such, Wakalat al-Ghuri still stands out as one of the loftiest and most time-enduring Islamic monuments remaining. It rightly reflects an ethics of harmony and symmetry in terms of both Islamic architecture and practical functionality. Wakalat al-Ghuri has earned its name as a historical monument. Its prestigious standing has been complemented and reinforced by its current status and mission as a distinguished arts and cultural institution. Now it is selected as the seat for reviving conventional handicrafts as well as housing of some contemporary artists. The antique building at present comprises 10 handicraft departments, side by side with 50 places for plastic artists and 6 non-governmental organizations head offices for artists, critics, museum lovers, and arts and heritage sponsors. Well, Wakalat al-Ghuri is part of a larger complex that included a madrasa or school and a mausoleum. The Wakala is considered to be the archetypical caravanserai or Wakala within the city. At the time of its construction, this Wakala was means of providing income for a funerary complex on either side of it. It also represented a novel solution for the problem of limited space, combining accommodation with a Wakala. And just take a look at it. How beautiful it is. Here, a large rectangular building with a 5-story structure arranged around a central paved courtyard. Its 2 lower levels are of stone construction, while its upper levels are built of agate brick. The building has only one facade facing a main street. The main entry portal lies in the approximate center of this wall, composed of a pointed stone arch inset within a massive tripartite niche, 4 stories in height and adorned with a complex muqarnas pattern. Above the pointed arch is a band of carved inscriptions surmounted by 3 openings positioned within the patterning of the muqarnas. The first level elevation is mute, as it corresponds to the storage rooms opening onto the main courtyard. Each of the higher levels has a different type of exterior opening corresponding to its interior function on the main elevation. The top 3 floors are occupied by 29 apartments, each a vertically arranged 3-story triplex comprising the permanent accommodations part of the structure. The entrances of the apartments are on the 3rd floor and lead onto a vestibule with a stone staircase leading to the upper level. The uppermost 3 levels are more private and therefore do not open directly onto the central space. Rather, the courtyard-facing windows on the 3rd and 4th floors are tripartite openings with simple wooden latticework, while the uppermost openings are framed by a more elaborate wooden mashrabiyya structure. Anyway, Wakalat al-Ghori is one of the interesting places that one can visit to learn more about certain period of time. But this is not the only place that one can visit in this area, because very close one can stop by El Hussein, one of the most beautiful and historical sites that one can visit in Cairo. It is one of the busiest places in Cairo. It also includes the Khan al-Khalili market. The Hussein Mosque is considered as one of the most important mosques in Cairo and a beautiful Islamic monument. It was built in the Fatimid period in the year 1154 and modified in the year 1236. The mosque is named after Al-Hussein, the son of Ali ibn Abi Talib, the 4th Caliph, or deputy of Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing of Allah be upon him. The mosque is decorated fascinatingly with gold and Eastern decorations. It was totally renewed during the reign of Khidr Ismail in the beginning of the 20th century, and the remains of the cemetery were discovered while some work was being done near the mosque foundation. The mosque is a unique piece of art, and so many people visit Al Hussein Mosque in Ramadan and also in the holidays afterwards. Around this area, which was named after the mosque, lies one of the most famous and popular tourist spots in Egypt, the Khan al-Khalili market. In this place, everything seems old and Egyptian. There are a huge number of shops in the area that sell all kinds of gifts and souvenirs. This is besides the many Oriental cafes spread all over the place. Other shops sell souvenirs such as little statues of the Sphinx and Ramses II or Ramses in general. Many of these statues seem to look exactly as if they were made by the ancients. And this is because, of course, they were created accurately with great talent. Many tourists from different parts of the world were anxious to buy these gifts. The other most popular item sold here, at least during Ramadan, is the fanus, the Ramadan lamps. Children in the past used to hold them in their hands and go around and play while singing the popular Ramadan songs that never changed. Fanus are sold everywhere because they add a lot to the Ramadan mood, like Christmas trees in the West during Christmas. Papyrus art is sold in Al Hussein as well, and there wasn't a single tourist that wasn't interested in checking them out. We all know that papyrus was used by the pharaohs, but now there are some small factories that specialize in papyrus. Some of them are even painted using gold, but these are quite expensive. well, the price is of course according to the size and the quality of the paper. In addition, there are also shops for costumes and clothes. These shops are very attractive. Some of these shops specialize in selling cloth of special kinds like katan that the pharaoh used to wear. Many shops were selling galabeya, the traditional female robe in Egypt. These outfits had attractive colors, and like everything there, one can buy a robe that has modern ornaments or one with a pharaonic design. And don't forget the red tarbouch, which is the main item in this collection. These are no longer really popular among Egyptians. They don't use it now. In the past, Egyptians used to put it to protect their heads. These are not the only shops that one can find, but for anyone who is interested in shopping, will find a lot of things to enjoy and to buy as well. We just try to stop at some of the interesting ones, but still there are more. If you are interested in shopping and history and visiting some of the Islamic places, it is highly recommended to visit Al Hussein Mosque or Al Hussein area with all the beautiful sights around it.
So if you are looking to spend your vacation in Egypt, all what you need to do is just to put down your priorities and your needs during the vacation. If you are looking for a recreational tourism, if you are looking for some of the ancient sites, well, definitely I'm sure that you will find here in Egypt all what you are looking for. All what you need to do is just to decide on your own needs. When you visit Egypt, you will find many beautiful sites to visit. When we talk about Cairo, we have several places. These places not only reflect ancient Egypt, but also reflect modern Egypt and many, many different other eras. And each place and each building will tell you more about the era that it belongs to. That was all for now. We will be back. We'll bring you more about Egypt on our backpack.